Hey, what's up? This Anytime Podcast again. Um, Once again, I'm Trish. Uh, I do podcasts about God and what happens in the world. But this podcast is going to be about God. I do spiritual podcasts. Like I said, you can check me out on Apple Podcasts and other podcast platforms. Now, I'm normally nervous when I do this, so you're going to hear me skipping over my words or whatever the case may be. But just listen to me, hear me out, and see where it goes, right? But today I want to talk about struggles and visions. And God put us through tests with struggles and visions. Our struggles is our trials and tribulations to prepare us for the tests that God has for us. Luke 9:23 says, "And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me." Now, we picking up our cross daily through our trials to fight where God needs us to be. You can't fight alone, and if you are, you are already lost. We battle to become more like Jesus, committing ourselves to do the right thing. Pray more often, walk by faith and not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. We strive to become better versions of ourselves, but sometimes it's hard. I know because I've been there, right? The devil put people in your way to block you from God's blessings and to tempt you with the worldly desires. But you got to tell the devil, back off, not today. I'm a child of God, the Most High, and can't nobody take that from you. The more you walk with God, the more God shows you who's for you and who's not for you, and what's for you and what's not. I've been walking a long time with our Father, and there has been times where I got sidetracked. I got sidetracked from Him. But hey, I'm back. I'm locked and loaded with the Spirit of God. God showed me the people that wasn't for me in dreams and in visions, like my ex. Like, my ex was terrible to the point where he was always lying, he was stealing, he was cheating. And God showed me that plenty of times. But I still prayed through it. I wanted to make it work. But God was like, no, that's over with. Like, He kept telling me and showing me, like, one particular dream I had when he was like, he had did something terrible to me. And he showed me that he was doing this with another girl, this and that. So, me and my ex had went out to eat that same day. And I'm telling him, I'm like, if there's anything you're doing, let me know. Be honest with me. He telling me, no, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't did nothing, this and that. So I'm like, okay. Tell me about probably like a half a week or a week later. He sat up there. My brother had his girlfriend, best friend. She had came over to see her best friend, a girl he was dating at the time. And next thing you know, he sat up there, I guess hugged her and kissed on her, right? But I didn't know it at the time. Now I'm going around the house. I went into the basement and stuff like that. He was following me all around the house. And I knew something was wrong. I felt that it was wrong. So I'm like, this don't feel right. So I came back upstairs. And I respect my brother's girlfriend, best friend, because she came and told me. When I say I was mad, teed off, to the point where we got to arguing. And it moved from the inside of the house to the outside of the house. And next thing you know, I was so mad and angry because I'm being faithful and I'm doing this and that for you. But you sit up here and you betray me like this. So I think I smacked him. I know for sure I think I smacked him. And After I smacked him, we got into a worse argument and stuff like that, to the point where I tried to get into the car and actually drive this man over. So my bestie car was parked in the driveway because my car was parked in the back and her car was blocking me. So I'm trying to get into the car. I'm trying to get into the car. I'm trying to get into the car. Couldn't get into the car right then and there, right? So I'm like, I'm still mad. I'm still mad. So I finally get into the car. I drove. I'm looking for him. I'm looking for him. Couldn't even find him. Couldn't even find him. I drove around the little island park from like a mile or so, back and forth, trying to find this man. I couldn't even find him. So I reached back to the house about probably 15, 20 minutes later. My bestie come calling me. She was like, yeah, we found him. I'm like, so where he at? She like, we ain't telling you that. So I'm like, why not? But y'all know what possibly could have happened. But I realized that wasn't nothing but God. It wasn't meant for me to find this man. But hey, you live and you learn, right? But I felt like that's something I couldn't forgive or whatever. But I know I had to work within myself to forgive this man, just not deal with him anymore. So let's get back to the struggles and visions. And like I said, I prayed a dozen times trying to make it work, but God showed me time after time, right? And Joel 2:28, right? It states, and it shall come to pass afterwards that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. Now, I remember my ex telling me that, oh, God ain't gonna show you nothing like that. God ain't gonna show you nothing like that. And anybody that tells you that, any person or whoever you talking to or who you with, is a complete idiot. Because God prepares you these dreams to show you the person you're dealing with. But it's on you to take heed of it and pay attention. The people that don't believe this tells you what God says. It's the complete devil. They are. The people that don't believe what God says is the complete devil. I'm sorry if I messed up my words or whatever the case may be. They not a believer themselves. Throw them out your lives because they don't mean you any good. They ain't going to do nothing but cause you destruction. But the more we move closer to God, the more the doors open. And the close ones, for the people that doesn't walk with him, it's going to be completely destruction for them. Like, people go through a lot. And these people, like I said, we got to just stand firm in God. We got to believe in God that he's going to pull us through. You can't doubt, but our struggles is what makes us stronger. Our visions is prepared from God for us to see the bull crap that's ahead. The ones that's awake, we're not blinded to the bull crap that's happening in this world. We just more aware. And more aware to what's going to come to us, right? But God show you things for a reason. I'd have had a lot of things that God showed me that it came to pass. But the more you walk with God, the more he shows you. Like, I'm to the point where I done cut off people from my life. Especially negative people. People that didn't mean me no good. I done cut them off. Even my family. Because they was always judging and gossiping about who got this, who don't have this, whatever. But I pray y'all be blessed and y'all stay up. God bless y'all.